All right, dilations create similar polygons. What do we know about the angles of dilations? They are congruent. And the sides are proportional. If you have a dilation greater than 1, the image is larger or smaller than the pre-image, than the original object? Larger. And if the dilation is in between 0 and 1, the image is smaller. Very good. All right. So here's a dilation. Here is a dilation of A, B, C, D to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. What is our scale factor when we dilated that? 2. Because we always use the new over the original. The original has regular letters, the new has the primes on them. So you go the new 4, because it's 4 high, over the original, which is 2 high. 4 over 2 is 2. So it's a scale factor of 2 or 2 to 1. If you dilate the point 35 with a scale factor of 3, what will be the new ordered pair? 9, 15. 9, 15 is the new ordered pair. Oliver, quit playing your game. All right. For this, okay, for this, how do we go from the blue to the red? It's a similarity transformation. Is it a translation, then dilation? Is it a rotation, then dilation? Is it a reflection, then dilation? Which one of those? Reflection, dilation. Okay. So let's first reflect it across which axis? X-axis. We're going to reflect across the x-axis, so it'll be here, here, and here. Boom, boom, boom. Now, what is our dilation going to be? Now, we are at 1, 1 here. Where's this point? 2, 2. How do you get from 1, 1 to 2, 2? You dilate it by a scale factor of 2. This point is at 3, 2. This point's at 6, 4. 0, 2, 0, 4. Yep, that makes sense. Okay? So we reflect it across the x-axis, and then we dilate it by a scale factor of 2, making everything twice as far away from the origin. All right. What is the measure of angle D in this situation? What is the measure of angle D in this situation? Now, over here, between my littlest two sides, I don't know the angle. Between my littlest two sides, I don't know the angle. Between my medium two, or my largest two sides, I don't know the angle. Between my largest two sides, I do know the angle. That's 54. So over here, that must be 54. Okay? Between my smallest and largest, it's 62. So between my smallest and my largest, it is 62 here. So to figure out angle D, it's whatever's left. So 180 minus 62 minus 54 is 64. This angle must be 64 here and 64 here. Because these triangles are similar, because an 8, 10, 12, a scale factor of 1/2 puts you at 4, 5, 6. All right. How are we going to figure out x? Well, what we could do is draw two triangles. Now, I know the big triangle is 22 on the bottom, 66 here. I know the little triangle is, what's 22 minus 12? 10 on the bottom and x here. So I can go x over 10 equals 66 over 22. This over this equals this over this. Okay? All right, so if we cross multiply, 22x equals 660, divide by 22, x equals 30. Okay? No problem, Bob. All right, x here. We have three similar triangles, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. Okay? But we don't have to draw Papa, Mama, Baby, because if we know this, this, and this, it's just this over this equals this over this. Okay? If we use an altitude to split up the hypotenuse, then the one part of the hypotenuse over the altitude equals the altitude over the other part of the hypotenuse. So 8 over 12 equals 12 over x. If we cross multiply, 8x equals 12 times 12, which is 144. If we divide by 8, x equals what? 18. Okay, let's take this one. Now, 12 over this would equal this over this, but we're not looking for this. We're not looking for the altitude. We're looking for this. So if we're looking for a side of the triangle, that's when we draw out baby, mama, and papa. Baby, what's the short side of baby? 12. Short side of baby is 12. Hypotenuse is x. Mama, we only know the medium side is 20. Papa, the short side of papa is x. The hypotenuse is 32. So if we go this way with our proportions, 12 over x equals x over 32. We cross multiply, x squared equals a big number, 384. Does 384 have a square root? 389, I think, maybe does. No, 389 doesn't either. But I don't think 384 does it? Gets me at wacky decimals. So then you go to this list of perfect squares. You start at the bottom. You take 384 divided by 144, doesn't go in there. Then 121 doesn't go in there. Then 100 doesn't go in there. Then 81 doesn't go in there. Does 64? Yeah. So if we take the square root of each side, x equals the square root of 64 and the square root of what? How many times does 64 go into 384? 6 times. What's the square root of 64? 8. So it's 8 square root of 6. That's the length of x. Okay, which two triangles are similar to triangle PMQ? Again, you have to draw out baby, mama, and papa. Baby, what's the right angle? Baby, what's the right angle? M. What's the short side? PM. What's the other angle? Q. Mama, what's the right angle? M. Short side. MQ. The other angle? R. Papa, what's your right angle? Q. The short side. P. And then the other angle? R. So if we go PMQ in this order, triangle PMQ is similar to triangle QMR, which is similar to triangle PQR. There you go. Those are the similar triangles. Okay, how do we set a proportion to figure out what x is here? What over what equals what over what? x plus 5 over 12 equals 11 over 24. Cross multiply. 24 times x plus 5 equals 11 times 12, which is 132. So 24x plus 120 equals 132. Subtract 120. 24x equals 12. And if we divide by 24, what does x equal? 1/2. In this drawing, is AB over YZ equal to BC over XY? Is AB over YZ equal to BC over XY? True or false? I get a false. Anybody else with an opinion? True or false, Ben? That's false. Got a couple falsers, and yes, it is false. How about AB over BC equals XY over YZ? True or false? That is true. How about AB over XY equals BC over YZ? True or false? That is also true. Okay? I can go this over this equals this over this, or I can go this over this equals this over this. But I can't go this over this equals this over this. All right? Okay. This one is going to come out to be a crazy, wacky decimal, but here we go. How do I set up a proportion for something like this? So 3x minus 4 over, some people say 11, some people say 2x plus 5. Doesn't matter, as long as you do the same thing on each side. So if we go 3x minus 4 over 11, then you go 2x plus 5 over 13. If we cross multiply, 13 times 3x minus 4 equals 11 times 2x plus 5. So if we distribute 39x minus 52 equals 22x plus 55. What's my smaller variable? 22x. So I want to move my 22x. So I'll subtract 22x. 17x minus 52 equals 55. Then I'll add 52. 17x equals 107. Divide by 17. And like I said, it comes out to be a wacky decimal. X equals what? Something, 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 something. So about 6.29. Okay? That's the basics of what you're going to see on this practice test. The practice is very, very similar to the actual test you'll take on Tuesday. So work on it. Figure out how to do the problems. If you know how to do the problems, then on Monday during study hall, pull out that practice test and look over it again so it's fresh in your mind for Tuesday's test. Okay? So I will hand out the practice test now. You'll have work time once you get done with the practice.